Hello everyone, welcome to Rev Sports. I am Srishti and alongside I have Amit Shah and Rohit Jaglan from Birmingham. And as you all know that the ODI series is going to start from 14th of July. So our ground reporters have already reached there. So before we talk about the ODI series, Amit, I would like to ask you one thing. There was a word which was used in the last press conference when India lost to England in the fourth T20I, and that word was transition. So, what are your opinions on it? That is it really a transition? Don't you think that the transition was back in 2024 when Rohit, Virat, Jadeja they retired and the new team came in? The Zimbabwe series was there. Don't you think that was the transition? And this is like they are just trying out new players?
See, Srishti, transition phase, it means the team are settling down, and this entire new team, uh, they
Hmm.
they came England first time, so that's why the
Yes.
adaptability and conditions, ground, weather, this team will take time to adjust the position. So that's why team management is saying continuously in each and every press conferences that this team will take a time. You can see in the test matches also whenever the Virat and Rohit, they were not part of the Test series. That time also
Hmm.
team was struggling a bit. But in England series last season, team has performed really well, including the skipper Shubman Gill. So same kind of a thing is happening on this tour. But I guess the team will do better. And this is the series which we lost already. And BCCI secretary already issued a statement that after this series we will assess the players' performances. It means nothing as such. Any harsh steps they will take. But yeah, when you lost one big series, the questions arise. So this is the routine process, and I guess these players are really professional and they will bounce back. Rohit, is there any?
Hmm.
Yeah, so transition wise,
Yes.
Srishti, as you have rightly said, that the word transition been used. But the thing is, look at a Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He has been inducted into the side. He's a 15-year-old at this point of time. Yeah. So the second thing
Yeah.
is there's a new captain also. So when you allow a new captain into a setup where everyone knows each other really well, they've played more than couple of years together, and suddenly a new captain comes into the picture. He has to gel in with the team, and that's foremost reason why they have selected Shreyas Iyer for that Zimbabwe tour as a skipper. Now, the third thing is the kind of changes they are making at this point of time. Means you look at someone like a Prince Yadav who was only making his T20 debut in this very tour. You look at someone like there is no Hardik Pandya, so there is a Suryan Shedge. There is no Jasprit Bumrah. They are trying on different bowlers at this point of time. So it's not like that one or two players. It's like three or four or maybe five players coming into this side, and they are again pressing that reset button. So it's not about Rohit, Virat. They win
Yes.
2024 after the the T20 World Cup victory in 2024. But after 2026 also, if you see, a captain has changed. You have included a 15-year-old into the squad. You are constantly changing your batting order. If you are seeing, sometimes they are shuffling with Harshit Rana's batting position. Sometimes they are shuffling with Washington Sundar, Akshar Patel's batting position. So they are at this point of time again trying to hit that reset button. The result is not in our favor, but it's very evident with the kind of calls they've taken that they are pressing that reset button before the 2028. Obviously, it's now it's very not very near at this point of time, but this is the only time where you can press that button, because in last 1.5 year you will try to give your 11 or 12 maximum amount of game time. Like, you want to play at least 15 to 20 games as your strongest team, like 11 or 12, maybe a couple of changes but not more than that. So this is the very
Hmm.
time when they can change, when they can experiment, when they can be very much flexible around the bowlers, around the batters. They want to take it. Look, we all know that if Hardik Pandya is fit, he'll be a sure shot for the T20 World Cup,
Yes.
in 2028, and as well as LA 2028.
Nitish
Jasprit
Reddy.
Bumrah, yeah, Nitish Reddy is also,
Yeah.
because it's the injury of Hardik Pandya which is raising a question mark at this point of time. I'm again saying that if Hardik Pandya is completely fit, he'll be your number one all rounder. If
Yeah.
Jasprit Bumrah is fit, again, we don't have any kind of discussions around him. He'll be your premier bowler. And batting wise also, you are just trying to get a Vaibhav Suryavanshi into the scheme of things. So
Hmm.
yes, they can use the transition word, but for me, I think it's the reset button they want to press at this point of time, because this is the right time for any kind of change you want to do, any kind of experiment you want to do. After the 2027 ODI World Cup, you cannot do that because you have 6 months, 7 months for the LA 2028, and then a 1 year for 2028 T20 World Cup. So this is the time when they can do it, Srishti.
Yes, very rightly said. But on a lighter note, Indian team's head coach himself said that he is not liking the word transition much. I think all of us remember his that statement. But anyways, that was on a lighter note. So there was another discussion which we were having in the 12 p.m. show, and that discussion was about pitches. Like, see, IPL pitches again, that is a very different thing, and you will not change the IPL pitches anyway. One or two slow tracks you can give, but apart from that, you can't do much changes in the IPL pitches. But do you think there should be any kind of changes in the bilateral series which is held in India in those pitches so that Team Indian batters are able to bat in slow or any like sluggish kind of wicket? Amit, coming to you first, then Rohit can answer as well.
See, IPL is kind of a club kind of a cricket, a franchise-based cricket, and
Yes.
especially the people are coming to watch the game. They just want to see the fours and sixes and some exclusive kind of the highest run game they want to see. So that's why each and every grounds they are just making flat kind of a track. And during the IPL season, you can see each and every part in India as the weather is hot. So that's why the wicket nature has been changed, and India's domestic cricket is starting from October, and IPL is coming in March end. So that time the wicket is completely used. So that's why the wicket nature is changed, and you can't do anything regarding the wicket's nature because of it's all depend upon the weather and the preparation, everything. So that's why these kind of wickets we are getting in IPL. But it's okay. I'm again and again saying you are a professional player. You have to be ready in each and every conditions when the whatever kind of a wickets we are getting in England also. I'm telling you in Manchester in the Test match, rest all four venues we got some similar kind of a tracks in India, but in Manchester we got some fiery English kind of a surface, and our team has shown very good cricket here, including Captain Shubman Gill in the Test side. So it doesn't mean sometimes it happens one or two series it happens, but as the Rohit says that captain is new, the few players are new. So and most of the players they are coming first time in English soil. So maybe every time the result will not in your favor, but you have to just do you have to play the good cricket and don't repeat your mistakes. If you are repeating the mistake, then it will cost you in nearest future.
Yes, very rightly said. Rohit, you want to add up something into the point of Amit?
So the thing is the wicket. If you can make it a little more challenging, it will be good for your boys only. The flattest of
Yes.
wicket, and that's why Jofra Archer said in that press conference that it's easy wickets in IPL and it's the real wickets here in England. So that's the point of discussion. That if you are playing maybe in Dharamshala, or if you are playing maybe in
Hmm.
Mullapur, or you are playing somewhere in Wankhede, you can you communicate this to the curator that if 14 games will take place in this very venue, then we can have 3 4 different difficult kind of wickets. There are multiple strips in a cricket stadium like Ahmedabad. There are 14 strips, so one of those strips could be the tough one. So my only point is that can we do that? Can we make the wickets little more tougher as far as the IPL cricket is concerned, as far as the T20 cricket is concerned, the international T20 wickets are concerned? Because those kind of wickets will challenge your batters. And then you can have those kind of wickets also, what Shaba just told, that, people
Hmm.
want to see more and more runs. If you talk about this Indian cricket team, or if you want to talk about the IPL cricket, people want to see more runs rather than wickets falling. They don't want to see a low scoring encounter. They want the 250s, 270s, 280s. Everyone was talking about 300 also last year with
Yeah.
Sunrisers Hyderabad. So my only point is
Yeah, I
that
remember.
the in a stadium there are 7, 8, 10, 14 strips. Can you leave a strip where you can give a little bit of challenging conditions for a particular amount of games, like 3 games, 2 games, 4 games? So that will test your batters, and that will give you ample amount of preparation to come into England or New Zealand or go to South Africa. In some wickets you can be a little more bouncier. In some wickets you can be a little more where you can create some swing. So I think that could be the key. We will have to
Hmm.
make it far as the pitches are concerned. So we are constantly
Okay.
it can be any time here. So keep a close eye because in
Okay.
any second of your time you can see a Virat Kohli going right behind us. We'll try to give you the glimpse, a Rohit Sharma or a Virat Kohli. So keep a close eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, 100%. So the last question about the final T20I match. Do you see any changes in the playing 11? Because there were a lot of talks that Sanju Samson may come in, and either of like there were talks about Ishan Kishan that maybe Ishan Kishan could be rested or something like that. So do you think there would be any kind of changes in the playing 11 for this match?
Rohit, your take?
So I think when you talk
Yeah.
about the playing 11 thing, I don't think that they will try to change a Sanju Samson. I already said this that for someone like
Hmm.
add a Sanju Samson, you can opt out Tilak Verma. You can take Tilak Verma out of the team and you can put Sanju Samson at 3. He can hit good as far as square of the areas are concerned. Suryavanshi,
Yes.
he will open with Abhishek Sharma. At number 3 will be Sanju Samson. So if you talk about this particular phase, I think they can change something with their bowling. But again, you don't have options. Varun Chakravarti injured, Harshit Rana injured. So you don't have very
Both are
much
not fit.
options as far as the bowling unit is concerned or the batting is concerned. You have a Suryan Shedge. Do you want a Suryan Shedge in Southampton? Because Southampton will be, weather-wise, it's really hot at this point of time. And then dimensions also. If you see, it's a proper cricketing kind of a ground. It's not something which we used to see in a Durham, like a rectangular kind of ground, or maybe what we saw in Bristol. So it's not that kind of ground. It's shape-wise, it's quite a cricket ground. So, but yeah, again, you have to see that in these kind of conditions where it's little bit on flatter side, do you want a Suryan Shetty into the squad in place of a spin bowling all rounder, in place of a Washington Sundar or Akshar Patel? So it's going to be a little difficult for this Indian cricket team to change the combination at the very last moment, but they have to save themselves from being clean sweep from England. If
Yeah.
it's 4-0, then I think the major question will rises because England will be then the number one ranked team as far as T20 cricket is concerned. And 3-4 months back, you beaten them in semi-final in Wankhede Stadium. They were out of the tournament, and now 3 months, 4 months down the line, they are beating you quite convincingly, clean sweeping you, and getting that number one tag. So yes, there will be pressure on this Indian cricket team, but they don't have much to tinker. They don't have options. They have players injured. They have players out of form. They have players who they have selected. Given them the priority. I'm talking about Sanju. But again, 3 matches, runs didn't come. But my only point is that if you are giving an extended run to Tilak Verma, you can give that to Sanju Samson also.
Yes, very rightly said. So now we can talk about the ODI series, which is going to start from 14th of July. And both of you are there in the Birmingham. So I could see that the weather is quite sunny. I could assume that by looking at the screen that the weather is quite sunny and the weather is good. So any kind of updates which you have about the ODI series, about the practice or anything, please walk us through that. Amit, coming to you first.
Can you repeat your question once
Practice,
again,
practice,
please?
practice, practice updates on practice. That's
Practice.
what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
any kind of
I think
updates from
the
Birmingham.
see, see, there is a first practice session in Birmingham today. So the half of the support
Okay.
staff is already arrived yesterday. That Rohit has mentioned. Rohit has sent us the video. There were 2 buses.
Yes.
So half of the support staff reached in Birmingham last night, and Virat, Rohit, Shubman Gill, they all reached in the morning. Jasprit Bumrah and KL Rahul, they reached last night here in Birmingham. So there is a full-fledged practice session with the ODI squad, whoever is available here. They are doing a practice around 1:30 is local time. The practice starts, and it will last up to 4:30. So I think this is a full-fledged practice session. They've BCCI is already requested to
Okay.
ECB to just
Hmm.
give them. So they just need to acclimatize the condition because it's really hot here. So and then Rohit, Virat, KL Rahul, Shubman Gill, they all practice in England with their own setup. So since last 2-3 days, these players are doing practice on their own way. So I think this is the first practice session they are doing. Couple of nets are been ready because we have already checked the practice arena. So and some net bowlers are also here. So I think these players will do the full-fledged practice here in this first official practice session. And after that, tomorrow maybe it's a rest day. It's not confirmed yet. But on 13th, whenever this T20, few people are from the T20 squad. They are also part of a one day squad. They will come here, and a one day minus match is on 13th. There is a full fledged practice session will be there. Virat and Rohit are concentrating to especially on the bouncy kind of a balls, which we got the information from the nets in past. In couple of days, they are just try to tackle down the English pacers. So I think these are the main focus, because this is the last series of Virat and Rohit in England. So I think they just want to make this memorable. They just want to win this series under their what we can say, a leadership only, because they are the senior players. So they are also contributing a lot into the team. So I think and we lost the T20 series. So this is the important series win for us. So that's why these all senior players, they are preparing here in Birmingham from today onwards.
Okay, so before we close this show, Rohit, keeping that in mind that India has already lost the T20I series, do you think there would be some extra pressure in the ODI squad as well? Keeping that in mind that India has already lost the T20I series and the ODI squad has much more experienced player than the T20I side, what are your opinions about that?
So look, coaching staff will be under pressure. When the Gautam Gambhir and company were there at Southampton at this point of time, they will obviously come with the pressure, because it's not results wise, it's not also good for them also. In last 4 ODI series, they have lost 2, they have won 2, and there is a slight bit of pressure. And in those 2 series they won, there was one against support staff and support staffs are concerned, and players are concerned also. So just to add the T20 thing, I think the senior players also, Rohit and Virat also know this, that they have lost versus, I think they have lost versus New Zealand. Before that, they have lost versus Australia also. So Rohit did really well in Australia, but they lost the
Yes.
series. So here also, if you see the home series also, they've lost the home series also. So it's not like that the Rohit and Virat are doing really well and India is doing really well in the ODI setup also. In ODI setup also, if you look at if
100%.
you look at the results rather than individual performances, you will see that Indian team hasn't done really well. I remember one of the journalists who's here. He asked a question to Gautam Gambhir in after the finals, when India won the T20 World Cup final, and he was praising him for the white ball setup, the kind of changes he has done in white ball setup. Gautam immediately uh, said to him
Hmm.
about, I think the team is very close. So they
Okay.
immediately
So the
told
team
them
is.
about the setup, and it was very
Hmm.
it was very evident from his words that he will be
Okay.
uh, he will be eyeing a series victory. So there is pressure on this coaching staff also, players also, on individual level. Uh, so I'll be leaving this frame like this, Srishti. You can
Yes, yes.
definitely, if you can see the visuals, you can tell them about players, but I'll also tell them the players. But this is the exact
Mhm.
frame at this point of time.
Okay, okay. So the Indian team is about to arrive for the practice for
Yeah,
the
the
ODI
players of the
series.
ODS.
So yeah, so the frame has already been set. So I'm feeling that the team
This
is
is the
very, very
bus,
close.
Srishti. This is the bus, the green
Yeah,
color
yeah,
bus.
I could.
This is the green color
Yes,
bus.
yes, yes, yes.
Can you see the
Okay.
bus? Can you see the bus?
Yes, yes, yes. I saw it. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. Okay.
there you have.
So everyone, take a note. You have that bus in front of you. The frame is quite clear. So everybody, every fans who are watching this live could watch the bus and the players
टीम
are
जो है वो
coming
यहाँ
out
पर
very
आती हुई,
soon.
रोहित शर्मा सबसे पहले।
Okay.
रोहित शर्मा सबसे पहले आपको दिख रहे हैं यहाँ पे।
Hmm.
विराट कोहली,
Rohit Sharma is here.
टी दिलीप, फील्डिंग कोच। यहाँ पे जो असिस्टेंट कोचेस हैं उनको भी आप देख सकते हो। शुभमन गिल जो कि ओडीआई के कप्तान है, कल आपको विंबलडन में दिखे थे। शुभमन गिल यहाँ पर आते हुए। केएल राहुल है यहाँ पे। आई थिंक गुरनूर बरार, जसप्रीत बुमराह, कुलदीप यादव। तो ये जो है पूरा का पूरा जो है वो टीम एंड सपोर्ट स्टाफ आपको यहाँ पर आता हुआ दिख रहा है। और
Okay.
so that's it, Srishti.
So the
I
team
hope
is here.
the
Yes.
people the viewers can, you know, were able to watch Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. So, uh,
Yeah.
was it visible for you guys?
Yes, yes, it was visible. It was
Okay.
clearly visible, and you were also speaking. So that would be it. On this note, we will close the show. Thank you so much, Rohit and Amit, for joining and also sharing the visual with all the fans and everyone. For more such updates, news, and latest news, keep watching Ref Sports. And Amit and Rohit are there for all the practice updates. So stay tuned to Ref Sports. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, Srishti. Thank you. Thank you so much.